Let me paint you a picture. You're talking to a woman you actually like. The conversation is going okay, and then suddenly your mind goes blank. That silence hits, and your brain does that panic scramble for the next topic. Here's what I want you to understand right now. That silence, it's not the real problem. Most guys think they freeze up because they don't have enough to say. But I've noticed something: the men who never run out of things to say aren't walking around with a list of conversation topics. They're doing something different from you who is watching this video. Yeah, you. They're not trying to talk to her logic. They're talking to her emotions. Think about it. Most conversations with a stranger, especially early on, feel like a job interview. What do you do? Where are you from? What are your hobbies? She's answered those same questions probably 3 times this week. You're not being memorable, you're being processed. If you want to be the one guy she's still thinking about when she gets home, you have to stop being an interviewer and start being an experience. So here's the first shift I want you to make, and I think most guys get this completely backwards. Stop talking about yourself to prove you're impressive. I know, it feels natural. You want her to know what you've achieved. But the second you start listing your accomplishments, you've already lost her emotionally. Try this instead. Think of it as the 50-30-20 rule. Half of your conversation, 50%, stays focused on her world, not just her job, her, how she sees things, what she actually thinks. The other 30%, that's the environment around you, the music, the vibe of the place, spontaneous observations, things happening right in front of you both. And then the last 20%, that's you. When you do talk about yourself, don't brag. Tell a story that makes you look a little human, a little flawed, a little real. That kind of vulnerability, done right, isn't weakness. It signals you don't need her approval. And that is one of the most attractive things a man can communicate. Here's where it gets interesting. There's a subtle shift that separates guys who have great conversations from guys who just have fine ones. It's the difference between recall and reflection. Recall is, what do you do for work? Reflection is, do you actually love it, or does it just fund the stuff you're really passionate about? You see the difference? One is a form, the other opens a door. I call these emotional portals. Moments where you step past the surface and invite someone to actually think about their own life. If she mentions growing up in a small town, don't just say, oh, that's cool. Ask her, was that quietness something she loved, or something she couldn't wait to escape? That one question could lead to a conversation that neither of you will forget, because now she's not reciting facts about herself, she's feeling something. And feeling something in the presence of a specific person is how real connection forms. Now I want to talk about something that I think matters more than any line or topic or technique, and that's your presence. I'm telling you, this changes everything. If you're leaning in too much, over-explaining, laughing nervously, waiting for her approval, she feels it. Not consciously, but she feels it. And what she feels is that you've already decided she's the prize, and you're just hoping to be worthy of her. Flip that. The most magnetic people in any room are the ones who seem most at ease in that room. They take their time speaking, they're not in a rush to fill silence, they're not performing. And if someone, even someone they're attracted to, says something they don't vibe with, they're comfortable enough to let that land without pretending. That kind of groundedness isn't arrogance. It's just a man who is genuinely comfortable being himself. And I promise you, that is rarer than you think. And by the way, if you're someone who constantly runs out of things to say, overthinks every silence, or feels like conversations die too fast, I actually put together a full guide called How to Talk to Women Without Awkward Silences. It goes way deeper into things I couldn't fully cover in one video, like why awkward silences happen in the first place, how to naturally keep interactions with women flowing, and how to stop conversations from feeling dry and forced. So if you want deeper step-by-step guidance, you can use immediately. The link's in the description. But yeah, back to the video. Here's a technique that top conversationalists use constantly, and most people have never even heard of it. It's called the open loop. Don't be an open book. If she can read everything about you in the first 10 minutes, she's got nowhere left to go. She's lost interest not in you as a person, but in the discovery of you. So when she asks something personal, you're allowed to pull back a little. Tell her she's moving fast. Tell her you don't share secrets with people you just met. Say it with a smile, and it absolutely works. Here's another version of this. Instead of asking, are you adventurous? Tell her something like, you seem like the type who plays it calm on the outside but secretly makes reckless decisions sometimes. Then just let that sit. Now watch what happens. She either agrees and tells you why, which means she's opening up, or she pushes back and tells you you're wrong, which means she's still engaged, still talking, still invested. Either way, you win, because when someone is proving you right or wrong about themselves, they're locked into that interaction. Here's the reframe I want to leave you with. You're not there to keep the conversation alive. You're not there to earn her interest or to find the magic topic that unlocks her. You're there to lead an emotional experience. And when you stop chasing the next thing to say, something shifts. Silence stops being a threat. You become a puzzle she hasn't solved yet. The secret was never about having the perfect words. It was about becoming a man so comfortable in his own skin that no silence, no awkward moment, no missed joke rattles him. When you reach that place, you don't just have better conversations. You create the kind of moments that people remember for years. So stop overthinking, stop rehearsing, go out there, be present, and trust yourself. Your presence is the only script you need. And look, if this kind of content actually helps you, if you're trying to get better at this stuff, not just hear it once and forget it, then I'd say take a second and check out the rest of the channel. I break this down a lot deeper in other videos. And chances are there's something there that'll click for you. And if you find yourself coming back, you might as well subscribe.